Tonight, a desperate mother fears the worst about her missing daughter. Kimberly DeLeon's mother expresses her disappointment with the turnout to a vigil to demand justice for her daughter. And a flash flood warning forces the Ministry of Education to close schools prematurely on Wednesday. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Wednesday, the 30th of October 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM. You can also watch via our website. It's www.caribbeanhottv.com or watch on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. It has been 12 days since Geraldine Joseph has seen her daughter, Minella Joseph. On the 18th of October, the 21-year-old reportedly received a call to meet someone at a location and has not been heard from since. Her mother is frantic with concern. She is desperate for any bit of information.
Minella got a call and she said that she was going by KFC, and that's the last time anybody seen Minella. If anybody have any information, find my daughter, please contact me at 717-8056 or 718-4291 on the nearest police station. It's not like my daughter to disappear. It's already 12 days and she's not posting anything on Facebook. We've been calling the phone, we're not getting through. I just want to know if my daughter is safe.
Joseph says her daughter does not have any history of disappearing and cutting off all communication with her family. She says although her daughter is 21, it is very bizarre for her to be gone for 12 days without reaching out to someone. She fears the worst.
What is your biggest worry at this point?
Because somebody killed my daughter. But if something happened to my daughter, I just want my daughter buried. I just want my daughter body to bury her, and then I'll have some closure. But I don't wait months and years thinking that she.
The distraught mother says the response from the police has been wanting.
Yes, the officer said that I have too much little information. He said that he cannot help me. I went back to the police station and to the CID yesterday, and he didn't file any missing person report. Only last night the officer filed a missing person report.
Again, anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of 21-year-old Minella Joseph should contact the nearest police station. The mother of the late Kimberly DeLeon, who was shot dead in her own home in October 2018, is expressing disappointment in the turnout to a vigil on Tuesday to commemorate her daughter's passing and to demand justice. She says regardless, she intends to keep fighting to get justice for her daughter and will not stop until her killer is apprehended. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
A mother's love, they say, knows no bounds, and this is seemingly the case with Mary Williams as she continues to fight tooth and nail for justice for her daughter Kimberly DeLeon, who was brutally murdered on the night of October 29, 2018. On the one-year anniversary of DeLeon's death, a vigil was held to commemorate her life. However, the number of persons in attendance was smaller than expected by the organizers and especially Williams. Speaking to the grieving mother one day later, on Wednesday the 30th, she said this will not deter her from seeking justice for her daughter, as well as others who suffered the same fate. She said there is more to come following Tuesday's vigil.
I will be holding another vigil on, that will be in November, the date of her burial. And I would appreciate if more people will come out, in the quest for justice, not only for Kimberly, because there are other people who have gone through that very same thing, and the cases are still pending. So we need to join forces, and we have to find a way to get it done.
With that said, Williams expressed gratitude to all those who did turn up.
I anticipated more people, because I think if you're fighting, for justice, especially in a case like that, more people would be better. The bigger the crowd, the better. The bigger the support, the better, So I was a little disappointed, but I still appreciate all who came out in support, For whatever reason, it wasn't bigger, I don't know. But I still appreciated the few people who showed up.
Williams said the past year since her daughter, a 42-year-old mother of two, was killed, life has been anything but easy.
It's rough for all of us, the entire family. And when I say family, I'm also looking at the family on her father's side. So I don't look at it as families. I combine everybody and say family. I don't separate anything. We all are one. We all are still grieving. I mean, it's not a process that will be over anytime soon. And we all are praying that, we find justice for Kimberly.
Williams said to date her daughter's files are in the hands of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and although this is all she knows for now, she intends to find out more information as she is due to meet with him in the coming weeks. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. We are still in the hurricane season and moderate to heavy showers are the norm during this period. It is essential to pay attention to weather reports. That proved to be the case on Wednesday when a flash flood warning was issued until 5 p.m. During the morning, heavy showers led to the Met Service issuing the flash flood warning, which then prompted action from the Ministry of Education, which put out a notice advising all parents and guardians to pick up their children from schools. Director of the Met Services, Andre Joye, explained the situation that necessitated the warning.
This morning, the weather report said that it would be cloudy at times with scattered showers and chance of thunderstorms. That has changed somewhat, and we have gotten persistent rains for over 2 hours. The share line is give us a lot more weather than anticipated. So we issued a flood warning at 11:30, and we're expecting that these conditions to remain until about 4 or 5 p.m.
The heavy rains also forced the temporary closure of the pools at the Sulphur Springs Park.
Up to your point, please stop it.
The flash flood threat is over, but the Met Service continues to stress that the public must remain vigilant and be prepared during the hurricane season. The members of the opposition all stood to support the proposed amendment to the VAT legislation to zero-rate printing services. However, they reminded the government that during their 2016 election campaign, they had promised to remove VAT altogether. Member for Castries South, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, supported the VAT amendment, but says amendments here and there will not suffice after the grandiose promises of removing VAT.
I support it. I support it, Mr. Speaker. And we made no bones about that. The leader of the opposition said he supported it, Mr. Speaker. But when are we going to get the elimination of VAT? And the member of Castries office says he's coming back to this house for further reduction on other items. Why not the elimination of VAT as promised in the Fight to Stay Alive and the manifesto? Why not? 3.5 years is gone. There'll probably be what? 1 or 2 more budgets, Mr. Member for Meeple South? When are we getting the elimination of the VAT and its replacement with a sales tax?
Member of Parliament for Castries South East, Guy Joseph, reminded members opposite that it was the Labour Party administration that introduced the VAT at 15%.
Indeed, the people of St. Lucia were oppressed for the years that Labour Party was in office. Now liberation has come, and every time we come to this house, we bring a greater measure of relief to the people of St. Lucia. And Mr. Speaker, they can make noise because that's all they can do. They can't deliver anything. Empty vessels make the most noise. And that's all they're good at, making noise. But Mr. Speaker, I know that the leader of the opposition has confidence that this government has the ability to eliminate VAT. Because that's why he is asking us to do it.
The opposition members argue that while the government has reduced VAT by 2.5%, It is compensating for losses in revenue due to that reduction by coming to the house to borrow. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, a promise from Guy Joseph to give toys to opposition MPs does not go down well. Holiday taxi operators are heading to the William Peter Boulevard for cruise ship season, and relief is on the way for residents of small communities previously deemed impassable by garbage trucks. That and more when we return.